Hello, my name is Amit Rai. I teach in the Creative Industries and Arts Organization program. I am also a reader in Creative Industries. I'm the convener of the Masters in CHOW, we call the Creative Industries and Arts Organization program. We are a critical management studies, creative industries kind of program. We involve interdisciplinary frameworks to analyze questions of work, questions of organization, and of course, sector-wide issues affecting creatives, both in the creative industries and cultural sector, but also in heritage. I'm the author of 3 books. My first one was on race and humanitarian sympathy in 18th and 19th century colonial Britain, the Caribbean, and South Asia. I've written a book on Bollywood and the new global audiences of the digital age. And my latest book was on jugaad, which is a Hindi word, which means workaround practices. And I look at workaround practices in ecologies of everyday hacking in India. Creative Industries and Arts Organization Masters is a, I think, rare opportunity for you to meet and get to know and try to understand the context of creatives. Certainly here in London, we have a transnational outlook in the way we understand the rise of the creative industries, its history, and also its global impacts.
My name is Paula Serafini, and I'm a lecturer in creative and cultural industries. I'm currently teaching both undergraduate and postgraduate modules in the area of the creative industries. To tell you a bit about my research, I would say that this falls broadly under the umbrella of cultural politics, and this means that I am interested in the internal dynamics and tensions in different forms of cultural production, and how this is also conditioned by the social, political, and economic context. A recent example of my work is a project that I did in Argentina, and this was looking at the role of art and cultural production in environmental movements. And what I was interested in looking at was how art could function on the one hand as a form of resistance, but on the other hand as a way of putting forward new organizational models, new socialities, and new economies, or in other words, new ways of living. Something interesting about myself to share with you is that I started my journey as an educator when I was very young, when I was about 12 years old. And back then, a few friends and I decided to start an art workshop after school, where we would teach younger children, aged around 5, 6, how to paint and how to draw. And through this, we would make a little bit of cash, just enough to pay for some nail polish every now and then. So not a hugely successful business model, but it means that I could technically say I've been teaching for 23 years.
Hi there, my name's Ed Legon and I'm Programme Director of the MA in Heritage Management here at Queen Mary University of London. The MA is run in collaboration with Historic Royal Palaces, where the practical elements of the programme are based. At Queen Mary University of London, we place a considerable emphasis on the theoretical and analytical side of heritage management, and students will be exposed to a whole suite of elective modules which will allow them to engage in areas of business and management here in the business school as well. My research takes me from an interest in heritage, particularly the early history of heritage, but also the heritage of labour and work and production, particularly looking at craft guilds and other kinds of labour organisations as vehicles of heritage over time. I'm more than happy for you to get in touch with me with any questions about the MA Heritage Management or anything else. Otherwise, I look forward to hopefully meeting you over the course of the next year.